I'm Don Quinville, and I'm the chairman of the board at Gosnold. You know, we are a totally adaptive organization. Started off, for the entire time that I've been on the board, our CEO has always been looking for opportunities to go ahead and adapt to the needs of the organization and to the local community. And some of the programs that we've instituted that I've seen adapted by other folks, we started a coaching program here, and I see that very widespread, certainly across the Commonwealth. We started a program for children in school, and been very successful. It's grown immensely since the time that we instituted that here. And so we are constantly adapting to the needs. And we now are even going to start getting a little bit deeper into the psych business. And I look forward to that.
So as a practicing social worker, predominantly in southeastern Mass, I've known about Gosnold for many years. I know about its stellar reputation, and I've known about the thousands of people that we have treated. The word that I would use to describe Gosnold is passion. And I think that speaks not just the passion of me and my senior team, but I think the passion of every worker who's at Gosnold. You see the dedication they have day to day when they come into this organization. And what they've done to treat this population, and the thousands of people who've gotten better because of their commitment.
I'm Karen Gardner. I'm the CEO of Community Health Center of Cape Cod, and I've had the pleasure of being with this organization for 19 years. I have always been impressed with how Gosnold really takes a hard look at the true need in our community within their mission and vision and values, and really jumps right in and works towards satisfying that need. And it could be outside of the walls of the facility and the school systems, and with community coalitions and partnerships, or with law enforcement or the emergency rooms, and all of those entities. That meeting the need of the community is really about what we're all about. And just so impressive. You know, I think back at my working with Ray Tomasi and working with Richard and the staff on the different coalitions, and you have this always unwavering approach and dedication to the mission. I can't say it any other way. So that devotion is clear and present in everything that you do from the top throughout the organization.
I'm Julian Sear, and I represent Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard, and Nantucket in the Massachusetts Senate. When I was elected in 2016 and sworn in 2017, quickly Gosnold became a resource for my team in helping constituents in need of services to grapple with and deal with addiction. And when we look at the epidemics of addiction that Cape Codders and Islanders face, and people all across Massachusetts and this nation, we've got a really steep challenge ahead of us. When I think of Gosnold, I think of empathy, right? And meeting people where they are, taking people as they are, right? And saying, hey, look, you know, we're gonna work with you, and we know how hard it is to live with substance use disorder. We know that the road to recovery is not sort of just a linear, straight line. And we're gonna be empathetic and with you along that journey.
My name is Heidi Nelson, and I serve as Chief Executive Officer here at Duffy Health Center. One of the things I admire about Gosnold, and I think it's true about Duffy as well, is just thinking about how both of our organizations have responded to the opiate use disorder crisis that we're experiencing on the Cape and really across the country. What I've really been excited about in recent years is the postvention, if you will, the interventions with police departments that happen after an overdose, and really dropping in, knocking on a door, saying hello to somebody a day or two later, just to kind of invite people into treatment, inviting them into a life of recovery. So just thinking about as needs evolve, being there, being available, school mental health services that Gosnold has provided, it's really impressive. So I don't know what's going to happen next, right? But we look forward to partnering with Gosnold on those initiatives in the future.
I'm Susan Jocelyn, and I created the Charlie Wilkerson Endowed Memorial Fund at Gosnold after my son passed away from an accidental overdose at age 25. And that was a while ago now. And he'd been battling addiction really since he was 16, heroin. So it's been a problem for a long, long time. My first extended exposure to Gosnold was through their family support and education program, which was called, at that point anyway, Reaching Out. And that I think is kind of a continuing theme for Gosnold, as I've thought and seen its sort of trajectory over the years, that it just keeps reaching out. It started the programs in schools. I saw it do that. I saw them working with the local police to help reduce, the overdose deaths. And now with the new facility that they're going to be building and, the dual diagnosis program, I just keep feeling like they're always reaching out for what can we do next in the community to be helpful. And it's just, they just keep growing and doing great things.
It's interesting because if I had one word to describe Gosnold, I would use the word progressive or futuristic. And I think that is one of the things that I value most about Gosnold, is the fact that I'm finding that the world is moving very, very fast. And the post-COVID world is much different than the pre-COVID world. And all of us as agencies have to restructure and rethink what we're doing and what is the most applicable to the situation, and to be able to pivot and do that quickly is a real talent that not all agencies are able to do, and I feel that Gosnold is doing it.
Hi, I'm Susan Moran. I'm the Senator for the Plymouth Barnstable District. So I know Gosnold as a former member of the Board of Selectmen in Falmouth. Falmouth is an incredible place for many opportunities, and one of them is great treatment by Gosnold. So I think the way that most impresses me about how Gosnold responds to the ever-changing needs of the community really has to do with the emergency room boarding crisis right now. I did a forum with the heads of Cape Cod Hospital and Beth Israel Plymouth, and it's a really big concern for young people. And Gosnold has really adapted well and pivoted so that there are actually more beds available for young people in crisis with substance use issues.